is just moments away. It's the Packers and the Silver and Black coming up next.
NFL football has come to Southern Nevada as we are in the menacing new Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. The atmosphere here, electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Green Bay Packers. Stadium. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. And that's caught. It's Brian Edwards. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up.
There's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Rashawn Gary just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. From midfield, here's Carr. And that is incomplete.
Yeah, it's still early in the game. No sense taking a chance on 3rd down and forcing one into traffic. So I like the wise play he made there. Get it to the sideline out of bounds where no one's going to have a chance at it.
And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. We get our first look now at Aaron Rodgers in his 17th season now with the Green Bay Packers, and of course coming off a great 2020 where he took home the MVP trophy.
I think Aaron Rodgers is one of the poster boys for persistence and belief in self. Because coming out of high school, he had 0 scholarship offers in the D1 level. Went to a junior college, went to Cal, and just blew up there. And then, of course, as a first-round draft pick, but a lot lower than what he expected in the first round, and then had to sit behind Brett Favre for a few years in Green Bay before getting his shot. Now he's probably one of the better quarterbacks that we've seen come down the pipe.
The tackle made by Nicholas Morrow. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now this throw caught left side. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 29-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. Charles, a tough task ahead for this defense trying to slow down Aaron Rodgers. What would you be trying to do?
I would think about selective pressure, Brandon, and what I mean by that is he's going to eat you up if you blitz him too often because he'll read that and go to the man coverage patterns. But every now and then you bring that pressure at him, make him deliver the ball on time. It's when he keeps the ball, maneuvers out of the pocket, and throws deep, that's when you're in big trouble.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Rodgers going to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And it's a Packers touchdown. Robert Tonyan, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Packers are on the board first here in Vegas. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
And no return forthcoming for Richard as this will come out to the 25. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again. Nice sharp run there by Kenyon Drake, and he's awfully tough to get on the ground. And how about this Raiders backfield? It's certainly not lacking for punch, having signed Drake this year and already having Josh Jacobs in the backfield. Now, Drake, he's never had a 1,000-yard season, but last year in Arizona was his best yet. 955 yards and 10 rushing touchdowns, plus he can catch it swinging out of the backfield.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. Now Carr. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. But now it's third down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. For whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And the Packers pick it up. And he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown.
Early and often, baby. Early and often.
So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score. And a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower postgame. Now Crosby for the point after. And it's good to make it 14-0. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. No return here for Richard, and that will bring the ball out to the 25-yard line. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. It's their third drive now, and so far we've seen a punt. In that second drive, CD, they turned the ball over, so not the start that they were envisioning.
Yeah, they've been ineffective so far, but look, they've worked on a game plan all week long. Don't get away from it too soon. Find a way to get some significant gains, loosen up, get going, and then they should be okay the rest of the way.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. Now this will go for 5 up to the 33.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and...
Second quarter from Vegas. The homestanding Raiders with a football here. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and...
On 2nd down, another run for Dillon. Powers through again. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful. And that strength was on display there.
First down.
Dillon now on 1st and 10. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
From the 24, Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here's Rodgers to throw. Got a man, it's Tunyon. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A good pickup there, a 22.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. His first carry in their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
Looking deep for Adams. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Again, he was looking for Devontae Adams, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. 47 yards on the ground for him so far.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Running right, Jones. It looks like he's going to be stopped short of the first down by about a yard. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1. They'll run it with Jones. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. A first down run here by Jones as he'll take it forward for a gain of about 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Boy, this is a well-orchestrated drive they've put together. You think back to how far they were backed up to start things out, but they've gone on a march since then. And now after that completion there, they've got a 1st and goal.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And the ball smacked down on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Rodgers with a keeper. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
It's 4th and goal at the 2-yard line.
So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with John. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime.
Both teams making their final adjustments before we get started once again. And for the call of the second half, let's send you back out to Allegiant Stadium and Brandon God.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Rodgers now to throw. And it's complete to Adams. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way down to the 26. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Yeah, and this is absolutely a defensive coordinator's worst nightmare as well because they spend all week preaching about the need to wrap up and make short tackles. But what a letdown here, and it winds up costing them big, big yardage.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than 1 tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
And the Packers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves him all the way down to the 1. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down. Jones trying to run inside, but nothing there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Jones again. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
And this time he is in.
Yes.
Aaron Jones. Fine work there on the touchdown run. And the Packers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And no return forthcoming for Richard as this will come out to the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. A run on 1st down with Jacobs as he'll get this forward for about 4. 2nd and 6 coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
Once again, it's Jacobs. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They've got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Las Vegas. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. Number 12 back out there. Aaron and his Packer teammates set to begin their drive. How do you break down his game so far? Just the one touchdown pass, but sometimes the touchdown pass stat category, that doesn't tell the whole story.
It really doesn't, not until you balance it with the error side. You know, and in this case, he hasn't thrown any interceptions. So a lot of people would call this almost a pedestrian game, kind of a bus driver game. But that's just really wrong. Being a bus driver is a good thing if you're running a football team, because that means you're in control and you're taking your team to the right places.
Yeah, he's been pretty solid. On play action, now Rodgers. He hits Adams complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 35 yards the gain there. Another first down as well.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. A give to Jones.
74 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Nice little juke. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trailed big here to begin quarter number 4. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Inside the red zone, and that means don't come away from there with anything less than 3 points, but everyone's thinking about 6. They're trying to get to the end zone. They decide to run a toss. Big people up front being mobile and moving, and a running back trying to follow behind them to find yardage, and that's exactly what he did.
Second down at 4. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Second and 4.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and 4.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's... going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. They'll go with Jones. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Raider D, they get the football back. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that.
And now following that last play, I do believe we're going to get a review here. Yes, indeed, the red flag is out. The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
After review of the play, ruling on the field stands.
So that challenge not successful there, and that's going to cost him the first of his timeouts. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 17-yard line.
From the 17, Carr. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The Raiders on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. To throw his Carr.
Got his connection complete to Ruggs. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion. Carr to throw again. The open man here, Renfro. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2 at the 32-yard line.
Now Carr. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
A couple of first downs have them to the 40 now on 1st and 10. Carr now to throw. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Las Vegas, first down. 1st and 10.
Now Carr. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Hunter Renfro is the man he was looking for.
But it's going to be 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Again, they'll throw with Carr. They'll find his tight end. That's Waller. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
15 yards there on the catch and run. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset.
Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5.
Here's Carr. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Carr. And he's got it. Touchdown. Darren Waller from 6 yards away.
And the Raiders are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
On 1st down, it's Jones. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Again, it's Jones. Jones breaking from the contact. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Rodgers looking to throw. And it's a Packers touchdown. It's Davante Adams hauling it in from Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers have put this one to bed here in the fourth quarter. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
They're going to run for it with Jones. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Defensively, certainly not fooled there. Play started at the 2, and he was tackled at the 2.
That has to feel good for them. Not happy about having given up the touchdown, but stopping the 2-point conversion gives them a little bit of a lift as they head to the bench.
And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Carr again here on 2nd and 10. He's going to go up top again. And this is taken in at the 5. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That one good for 37 yards. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Hunter Renfrow is the man he was looking for. But it'll be 2nd and goal. Shotgun now for Carr. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Kenyon Drake, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Raiders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point, because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. And this is recovered by the Packers, so that might just about do it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Rodgers throwing here. Looking deep for Adams. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2. Rodgers will throw for it. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and And the lead is going to stay right where it is.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Carr now on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick.
And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. That one looks like he'll throw here.
A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31. In the National Football League, Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road.